Some Pokemon are inherently better than others. Great meta staples usually have high stats, great move pools, or overpowered abilities, but in LiliCup, a competitive format where you can only use basic Pokemon at level 5, nothing is familiar. In this series of videos leading up to the next season of my LiliPup Draft League, I will be going over some key ideas of the metagame that you need to know to have a chance to win it all. As always, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord linked in the description if you're interested in playing or learning more about this new draft format. Today we are talking about the top tiers of the LiliPup draft format. Normal LiliPup is run by Mienfoo. It's basically the one Pokemon that has to be on every single team. In order to balance out the metagame and allow usually useless Pokemon to shine, the LPDL is allowing typical LiliPup Ubers as well as some ZU Pokemon to join the fight. 16 teams get to choose their one signature top tier for the season out of 19 options, some of which I will go over in detail today. First up, we have a finalist of the first season of my LiliPup Draft, Delibird. Delibird is usually terrible, even in ZU, as a potential spike setter and hazard remover, but is a serious threat in LC Draft. This season, it has access to the ability Hustle, being able to boost its attack stat by 1.5 times for the drawback of having an additional 80% accurate multiplier. Delibird has an amazing 18 speed tier, outrunning most of the unboosted metagame, and is immune to the sticky webs that can help equalize that speed. It also has access to one of the best movesets in the meta, with insanely strong but inaccurate triple axles, brave birds, and drill runs to cover just about anything you can throw at it. Combine that with a strong stab ice shard to take out the few faster Pokemon and choice scarfers, and you have a broken Pokemon. Dunsparce is next, as a more balanced, bulky attacker. With one of the most versatile movesets and only one weakness, Dunsparce has merit in every single matchup. Calm Mind or Coil sets with a reliable recovery and roost is super strong, paired with a good mix of coverage, and it can even boost its speed against bug or dark types with its rattled ability. If you want to use it as a fast attacker, slap a choice scarf on Dunsparce and click fast headbutt with a 60% chance to flinch thanks to Serene Grace, and the scarf with max investment giving Dunsparce the speed to outrun every unboosted Pokemon in the format. Don't even get me started on its disgusting glare plus headbutt paraflinch sets. One of the more questionable picks for this league is Marill, who has access to huge power, doubling its attack stat. Pair that with Belly Drum, an Oranberry, and Aqua Jet, and you have the best sweeper in the entire meta. Luckily, Marill has pretty bad speed, and its base attack is only 20, so it can get beat by fast grass or water types, or any opposing priority. Whoever gets this Pokemon is going to have a field day if they're able to get some Belly Drums set up reliably. The last Pokemon in our 19-point tier is Stantler. Most of you are sleeping on this guy. I swear he's the best thing here. This Pokemon has an attack and speed stat to rival Hustle boosted Delibird while having better defensive typing and bulk. It has 3 amazing abilities in Intimidate, Sapsipper, and Frisk, all of which are super viable in the draft format. On the special side, Stantler can set up Calm Minds and hit hard with stored power and its great coverage, and just honestly has too many sets to accurately predict week to week. In the next tier down, we start with Meditite. Pure Power doubles its attack stat just like Marill, making Meditite the strongest thing we've seen so far. It also has access to Fake Out and Bullet Punch priority, which won't be quite as strong as Marill's stab Aqua Jets, but still do a lot of damage. Meditite has a hard time living any one attack with Eviolite banned on all of these top tiers, but with a Choice Scarf, or a Trailblaze boost, or even Sticky Web support, it can outspeed everything and click unresisted close combats, elemental punches, and psycho cuts. Misdreavus is one of the more tame LiliPup Ubers, being basically a Fluttermane light. Off of 19 speed and special attack, with Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and other coverage, it makes switching in a nightmare. Calm Mind or Nasty Plot sets combined with some form of speed control can let Misdreavus easily sweep in any matchup, or you can invest more defensively and survive forever with Draining Kiss, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split. Next up we have Rufflet, a crazy strong hustle boosted bird just like Delibird. The combination of Brave Bird plus close combat is literally unresisted in LiliPup, and if Rufflet has a bad matchup, you can just U-turn out of there. If you want a more reliable option, Aerial Ace never misses even with Hustle, or one Hone Claws boost can get the same effect while also boosting that incredible attack stat even more. There's a reason these guys are banned from LiliPup Ladder. The first of 2 Prankster Demons is here with Sableye. These stats are decent in LiliPup, but the setup potential is what makes this Pokemon so strong. With only one weakness to the rare Fairy type, Sableye can become basically unkillable with Calm Mind, Will-O-Wisp, and Recover. Put Dark Pulse on that moveset and Sableye can 1v1 most of the metagame. The second Prankster Pokemon is Volbeat. Just like Sableye, Volbeat can use Prankster to make its status moves always go first. Unfortunately, we banned Tail Glow, but being able to get off fast Thunder Waves, Roosts, and Encores can be incredibly strong. Volbeat is also deceptively strong on the physical side, with U-turns that hit like a truck and solid coverage to suit any matchup. Moving on down to the 17-point tier, we start off with a bang with Aipom. This Pokemon is broken, and honestly, something I'd love to draft if it falls to the 9th pick. Skill Link Life Orb boosted Fury Swipes off of 19 speed decimates about everything that doesn't resist. Multi-hit moves are just crazy in general in LiliPup, and the Fake Out chip that Aipom can get for free makes the rolls always in its favor. Aipom also has strong knockoff for coverage against ghosts and Fire Punch for those pesky steals. Ghastly is next, with one of the highest special attack stats in LiliPup, along with a great speed tier to back it up. Set up a nasty plot and the game can be over in an instant. Ghastly also has the Levitate ability to make ground type moves useless, and Sticky Webs won't work to stop its setup. The combination of its dual stabs, Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Thunderbolt allow Ghastly to hit most things for super effective damage, making it a huge threat. The last ZU Pokemon in the top tiers is a world champion electric type, Pachirisu. This rat has an immunity to electric with a Volt Absorb and a solid defensive profile with only a weakness to ground with great stats. The speed lets Pachirisu get off Nuzzles to paralyze everything it fights, as well as having Encore and Super Fang support. This thing can be physical or special, with great coverage on both sides to be strong in every single matchup. Next up is Porygon, which needs no introduction. If you don't know, Cart went undefeated in the regular season of Season 1 of PPDL with this monster by their side, getting 18 KOs in the process. Porygon is nerfed here with no access to Eviolite, but it still has great bulk with a strong special attack stat that allows it to hit like a truck, boosted by download or analytic. The Bolt Beam coverage plus Psychic moves for fighting types that check Porygon makes it a great option for your top tier. Lastly, in the 17-point tier is Scraggy, a crazy Dragon Ant sweeper that can be boosted by Moxie, so any KO gives you +1 attack. Scraggy can also play more bulky with Drain Punch recovery and Shed Skin to shake off any burns that might hinder its attack, with Bulk Up to set up its defense. Scraggy isn't crazy broken, needing a Dragon Dance or 2 to win, but it's always possible to come back losing 1 to 6 with this guy in the back. Moving on to our final 5, we have a nasty matchup check Pokemon with Cutiefly. Sticky Webs are the best move in the game, no doubt. With a Focus Sash, webs are basically guaranteed to go up, since Shield Dust blocks Fake Out. Cutiefly is also a very potent sweeper, with Quiver Dance making it strong enough to clean up the endgame easily with a combination of Moonblast, Bug Buzz, and Energy Ball. Hisuian Voltorb is next. Somewhat recently banned from Smogon LiliPup play for its blazing fast 20 speed tier and insane coverage with grass and electric type moves that can break through basically anything. And if you can't break it, Volt Switch out. There are also great defensive sets with Leech Seed and Substitute, and the combination of Static, Soundproof, and Aftermath gives plenty of opportunity to cater Voltorb to each and every matchup. We can't talk about LiliPup top tiers without mentioning Mienfoo. Mienfoo runs the ladder and tournament scene with great bulk, Regenerator, Fake Out, U-Turn, Knockoff, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and more. This Pokemon is the epitome of roll compression as a pivot, knockoff user, setup threat, and stall breaker that makes it one of the most centralizing Pokemon of all times in any metagame. That translates very well to LiliPup Draft, as it's going to be insane this season, and anyone who drafts it is going to be in for a great season. After a strong semifinals run in the PPDL with Jamal, Murkrow is here and can be annoying, strong, fast, or really whatever you need. Prankster T-Wave is great at stopping setup, and Murkrow can set itself up with Calm Mind or Nasty Plot. The coverage is great with Heat Wave on the special side to take out the steel types, but don't sleep on the physical Murkrow with insane Brave Birds. Last but certainly not least is Volibee. If you think Mienfoo has great roll compression, look at this guy. Weak Armor with Nasty Plot allows it to be a potent special sweeper. It can defog away hazards, knock off Eviolites, roost off damage, pivot with U-turn, and even more. Volibee is the most well-rounded of all Pokemon in these top tiers. even when its stats don't scream amazing at first glance. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this informative video, and be sure to leave a like and even subscribe. Let me know what Pokemon you would take with the #1 overall pick, and stick around for the next installment in the series so you guys are all prepared for your next LiliPup Draft League. That's about it for me. See you all next time.